night, everybody. It is episode 18 of the TG podcast. And unfortunately, my co host is not with me, so it will be a solo episode, but that's okay because I still got things I got to get off my chest, right? Look, I know bro is here in spirit, right? He co-signs every single thing that I say in this episode. If I said it, he basically said it too. Keep that in mind. But I just want to say you need to get your lazy ass up and go do something with your life. Do not let your life just go by and you haven't done shit. Whoever is watching this, and it's probably going to be like me or Ethan, I guess, like in the future, or maybe even our kids in the future. That would be kind of crazy too, huh? We got so many episodes, like our kids are going back to watch these classic episodes. But whoever sees this, no matter what stage they're on in their life, whether they're like actually a child, whether they're like 50, 80, go do something. It literally is never too late to go and be somebody. It's so easy to be like everyone else. Anyone can do that. You want to know how to live the most normal, obedient life? Just look around you, see what everyone else is doing, and go copy that. I promise you, it won't even be hard. All the resources and tools you need to be like everyone else, they're right there. Everyone will make it so easy to be just like them. Don't do that. Not that you have to make it so you're the most important person like of all time, but don't be like everyone else. Go be yourself. And that goes for anything that you want to do in general. It doesn't have to be necessarily something that's productive or something that feels like your like creative desires. Just whatever is you, go for it. Seriously, there are way too many people that just waste their life. They just exist. They do have things they want to do, but they don't have the actual desire to go and get those things. They just leave those things as, oh, it would be cool if I did this, or maybe one day I'll do this. Then a year goes by, 5 years go by, 20 years go by. They have a spouse, they have kids, and they're like, yeah, that would have been cool, I guess, but this is where I'm at now. No. Do not let that happen. If you let that happen, you lose. And that's not to say that whatever you're currently at is bad, right? Because, let's say you start a family regardless. That's always awesome, of course. But God put you on this earth because you have so much potential. God wants you to create. He wants you to be awesome. He wants you to use the gifts that He gave you to be the absolute best version of yourself. That is the truth. You might not know what your purpose is in life, but I can tell you, God wants you to use the abilities that He gave you. If you can do that, I am positive that God will be proud of that. And that's the kind of life that I want to live. A life knowing that I gave it my all, I tried my best to be the absolute best person I can be. I wasn't always so adamant on this that I needed to become the main character until maybe kind of recently. But the more I started thinking like it and the more I saw videos that, corroborated my feelings, the more that I was like, this is truly the way. I do not want to live a life with any regrets. Do I have regrets right now? Yes, I do. Unfortunately, as sad as it is to say, I already have regrets. I already failed. But going forward, the goal is to not have any regrets. That's the plan. And if you just do something with your life, then you can live a life without regrets. I will say, some people say that you feel worse when you don't end up doing something in the future. Maybe 20 years later, you're like, oh, I wish I would have asked that girl out, or I wish I would have asked him this one thing before he died. like stuff like that. And I do kind of agree that like there is kind of like that pit, when like you don't know how something could have turned out because you didn't do it, you know. But I actually feel like personally, I feel the most proud of some of the moments that I've abstained from things. Times where I didn't do something, I actually feel more proud of than times where I made a move, I mean, not that I don't feel proud about those moments too, but my most proud moments tend to be the ones where I don't end up doing something. I think that connects to being the best you as well. Because, like I said about being like everyone else, everyone is going to parties, everyone is drinking, everyone is smoking. You see all around you the things that society deems to be the thing to do. You'll see it all the time. It's all around you. Like, you don't even got to look very far to know, okay, this is what people are on to. And they're like, oh, but I'm young, I want to enjoy my youth. Or even when they're older, right? It's like, oh, I just use this to wind down, or whatever. Stop it. It's not helping you. All it is doing is leaving you stagnant. Even if it's something that you enjoy, by doing it, you're not going forward. And if you're not going forward, what's the point? What have you been doing this for? You waste so much time by just doing the immediate things that make you feel good. Yes, they feel good. But in the end, you're not going anywhere. The most precious commodity that we have is time. Time is seriously, honestly, all that we really have. Because with time, you can do anything. At the same time, no pun intended, with time, you can do nothing. It's all about how you choose to spend your time. So go do something. You wanted to learn that language? Start today. Don't wait until you're comfortable, because it's not going to happen. You're never going to be comfortable. The perfect scenario doesn't exist. You made it up in your mind, but it's not real. That's not how life works. You don't have control over every single aspect of life. You just have to do what you can do. And that doesn't mean that you're going to be perfect, or that you're going to be excellent at whatever thing you're trying to do, or that it'll come easily. It probably won't. It'll probably be extremely hard. You'll probably want to quit immediately. But if you don't start, how can you ever reach that point? Just go for it. You don't even lose anything. You don't lose anything from doing anything. Like, really think about it. Anything that you want to pursue, that something is holding you back, like, oh, I don't want to do this because of this thing. Is that reason actually valid? Do you actually have a reason to not ask that girl out? Do you actually have a reason to not strive for a higher paying job? Become an entrepreneur, maybe? Your reasoning is probably weak. Your brain has just been hyping up to be like, oh, this is this huge thing that prevents me from doing it. No. I mean, there's a chance that it could be, but chances are, no. You just want to be a victim, and you're not taking accountability. That you just chose not to do this thing. It's not that you want to do it, but you can't. You decided that you don't want to do it. Stop thinking like that. Just go do these things. I'm pursuing Japanese right now. And this month has easily been one of my busiest months when it comes to both school and work at the same time. Actually, that's kind of a lie. I started Japanese the end of last month, I guess, technically. I started before, like, the rain just started to really pour down on me when it comes to, like I said, both school and work. But I didn't stop. So far this month, I have been learning Japanese one way or another every single day. I've had 12-hour, 15-hour work days. And I still spent time learning Japanese, knowing that the time I spent on Japanese could have been spent on work or catching up on my assignments in school. But I still did it. Because yes, I did have responsibilities I needed to do, right? And they're getting done. But I wasn't going to let that stop me from doing the things I wanted to do. Everybody has responsibilities. Everybody has stuff they need to do. You're not special. You're not going through more or less than anyone. We all have shit that we have to do. But if you don't ever do the things you want to do, then they're never going to happen. You're never going to be able to pursue the things that you've been wanting to do your whole life. You're just going to start existing. Life's going to pass you by. You're going to accept it and be like, oh, well, I just didn't have the time for it. Yes, you did. You're just lying to yourself. You're not taking accountability. You are the problem. If you want to be better, you have to be better. Start taking accountability and be better. You think your body is ugly? Go to the gym. Go work out. Your teeth are too yellow? You think your teeth are ugly? Go to a dentist. Ask them what you can do. Make sure you're brushing your teeth every day, maybe day and night. Try different toothpaste. What do you lose? Oh no, I bought this toothpaste and it didn't make my teeth white. Now you know that toothpaste doesn't work for you. What did that ruin for you? Nothing. Oh, but my bank account, now it was $8 to buy the toothpaste. Are you serious? Because this social construct of money, that the number in your bank account dropped by eight points. That is a deciding factor for you to say, oh, it's not worth it. Oh, I want to try to eat out of this place, but I don't want to waste my money. What do you mean waste your money? You tried. Trying is never a waste. You don't lose anything by trying. That doesn't even make any sense. Trying means you gave an actual attempt, and then what you do past that point, that will decide if it's a waste or not. If you keep doing this waste over and over again, yeah, it will be a waste. Playing video games over and over and over again that you aren't good at, that you barely enjoy, that you feel obligated to play every time you're like, oh, I guess I have some free time. That's a waste. Not trying to improve, not seeing what you actually like, that is a waste. That's what you don't want. And even if you've wasted that time doing those things, you can always move forward. Nothing is preventing you from moving forward. Whether that be abstinence, whether it be just saying, okay, I'm done with this thing. I recognize this thing is not good for me. I'm done with it. That's how I feel about marijuana. Used to smoke that. Used to smoke that from other people having it. Then it got to the point that I was, okay, I kind of want to own it for myself, to be able to do it whenever I want. But I started to realize this is not good for me. I feel like a worse person to other people. I don't think it's productive. It's too easy for me to do it. And it's just not moving me forward. It's not putting me in a place that I want to be. And so I stopped. Have I since? I have. I've had one rare occasion, if anything, really, because hadn't smoked otherwise. One rare occasion where I was on vacation. I was, all right, let's go try it out. Energy was good, vibes was good, guy I was with, we were chill. But it's not something that I want to routinely do, not something I want to consume me, not something I want to make a habit. That's the difference. It's okay to do these things, but don't let them control you. That's when you lose. That is the issue. Discipline is obviously so important, but like, just get a balance. Get a balance of both things. I think you do need things that make you feel good. I think it's important, because if you only do things that you have to do, you're going to hate life. You're going to want to kill yourself. You're not going to want to be on this earth anymore. Because what is the point if it's just constant suffering, right? That's why you have to use that suffering to get the things that you want. That's the world we live in. The world has certain rules that you have to play by, but they're not the rules that society makes you think they are. People have their own rules, or like, boxes that they'll put you in, saying like, "Oh, he can't do that. Like he'll never be good enough to do that. Like look at him now. There's no way he'll be at this level." Like, what? Who are you to tell me that? People will think that's the case, but they don't know that there's like a secret rule book. There's the rules that you see like face value that like you're taught all through your life, that you see all around you. But when you just take a step back and start thinking more deeply about these things, you actually understand how the game works. It's like you first just see what you're told to see, but you see the nuances when you just start thinking about it, really. Because look at the amount of millionaires that are in the world, right? There's at least over 1,000 million. Okay, probably a way bigger number, but like I'm scared to say over 1 million millionaires. Watch me be wrong, and then someone would be like, "Oh, look at this retard. He thought there was over 1 million millionaires." You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna say it. There's over 1 million millionaires in the world. Majority of the world are not millionaires. Why is that? I don't even have to look up why majority of the planet aren't millionaires. It is because most people choose not to be millionaires. You are not a millionaire because you decided you don't want to be a millionaire. You're thinking, "Oh, but I want to be a millionaire." No, you don't. You want to be comfortable. You want to do what's easy and what everyone else is doing. And you know that's going to get you? You're going to end up being like everyone else. You're not going to be a millionaire. You want to be the 1%? Act like the 1%. The blueprint is there. If one person could do it, another can do it. If two can do it, four can do it, 8 can do it. 100 people can do it. 1,000,000 people can do it. You just choose to play by the normal rule book. Look at what's underneath. See what you actually need to do. That's how you become like the 1%. And this is not just about money either. Because money isn't everything. Money is just a tool, obviously. Money is not the end all be all, and it never will be. It's useful because it'll help you get the things that you want or the things that you need. But it's not the end all be all. Anything that you want to do, do it. If you really want this thing, go get it. You're not going to get it if you don't try. Excuse me. Oh, I had a burp. It's literally the only way. You have to go for it and start today. What is stopping you? Seriously, what is stopping you? You already know in your life that nothing is perfect. You go through things every day. There's never a time where everything just aligns so perfectly and you're like, yes, now I can do this thing. And sometimes that does happen. You do the thing, you fall off of it 2 days later, a week later, a month later. Do it and stick with it. There's a good chance you're not going to see returns on the things that you really want to do early on. Because for one, you're probably not good at it and you don't know what you want to do or how to do the thing. You know that you want to do it, but you have no idea what the mechanics of it is whatsoever. But we live in a time where we have the internet. You can look up literally anything that someone has done before. You can just look up how to do it. I didn't know how to solve a Rubik's Cube most of my life. Then in middle school, I just looked up videos on how to do it. And then I learned. I got so good at solving Rubik's Cubes. I wasn't fast, but I could solve them. I was able to make a cheat sheet that literally anyone who has never even touched or seen a Rubik's Cube in their life could use to solve one. And I had no prior knowledge. I just watched videos. I tried over and over and over again. I experimented. I saw what worked. I saw what didn't. That was the only way to get better. Now, at this point, I haven't used a Rubik's Cube in years, so I wouldn't even be able to solve one because I fell off of that. And not that it's something that I really need to get back into, right? It'd be cool, I guess, to pick it up again, but realistically, I don't have a use for it, so that's not something I want to do. I like how I'm saying the thing. I'm saying it'd be cool to do it, but I recognize that it's not something that I actually want to do, so I'm not going to do it. But that's an active choice that I made. I decided I don't want to do it. There is part of me that does want to do it, just because it's cool to be able to do things. But ultimately, I decided I don't want to. And if you want to do something that's cool, go for it. Do the thing. If you don't do it, it's never going to happen. Start today. Do you want to be like everybody else? It's easy. It's so easy to be like everyone else. You don't have to try. It'll just naturally happen that you'll be just like everyone else. But is that the kind of life you want to live? Is that who you want to be? Do you want to be everyone else, or do you want to be you? And if your option is that you want to be like everyone else, that's fine. Only if that's what you truly want. But how can you know what you truly want if you don't try things? Try to understand who you are, what you want to do, what you like. If you don't try it all, then how can you possibly know? If you've only ate one food in your entire life, how can you know it's your favorite? Even if you think it is so delicious, so scrumptious, how can you know it's your number one favorite if you've never tried anything else? You literally don't. So try. It's okay to try things and quit even. If you try and you see this is not for you, that's okay. If you gave it a genuine effort, that's fine. Because it would be retarded to assume that anything you try, you need to full send. No. If you really want to do the thing, I think you should full send it, even through the tough times. Still commit. But if you seriously gave it a good effort and it just wasn't for you, then it's okay to drop it. What did you lose? Oh, but I spent X amount of time doing this thing and I spent this money on it. So? Are you just going to quit doing anything now? You're still alive, aren't you? You still have more time. You need more money? You can make more money. You have work at Monday. At Monday. You have work on Monday at 9. Nothing is stopping you. You can still pursue these things. It's not a waste unless you just stop. If you stop and do nothing else, that's what makes it a waste. That's when you've truly lost. But even then, just keep going. What do you lose? Seriously. Do not let your life pass you by. The things that you want are going to be hard to get. It's not going to come easy. The things in life that are really worth it take time, they take effort, hardships, trials, tribulations. It's not going to be easy. But if you don't start, you'll never get there. There is no set timeline, how quick, how long it's going to take. It'll just happen. It'll just happen, and you'll be like, wow, I actually made it to this point. Now, it's not going to be like just, oh, now that I've reached day 10,000 of doing this, oh, finally I made it. Probably not. It'll probably be so random when you're just talking to someone explaining what you've been doing, and they're asking, oh, how long have you been working out for? And you say, oh, maybe around like 8 years. And you think, wow, it's been 8 years since I was that loser who never went to the gym, didn't care about his body at all. Actually, not even saying he didn't care. Hated his body, thought his body was horrible, but didn't have the drive to make it look better. But then one day I just decided, I'm going to start today. You don't have to wait until New Year's. You don't have to wait until the first of the month. You don't have to wait to the perfect scenario. Just go do the thing. You don't lose anything. You seriously don't. It's okay to try, and you should try. You don't gain anything if you don't try. Start today. I've said it a billion times now, but start today. Go do the things that you want to do. Do not waste your life. Do not be like everybody else. Is that who you really want to be? When you look around you and you see the people around you, do you want to end up just like them? Do you want to be drinking your life away? Blink and you're 40. You've got kids. You've got an unhappy marriage. You've got a mortgage to pay. You've got a dead-end job. Is that really what you want? If it is, keep at it. Keep being like everyone else. It's easy. You know, they have these videos of like how to ruin your 20s or how to waste your 20s. It's talking about all the bad things that you can do to waste your 20s, but they say it as if it's the thing to do. Like, it's ironic because of that. And it's funny because it's how it actually is. You're actively making bad decisions that make your life worse or off. And you know that they'll make you worse or off. But because it's comfortable and everyone else is doing it, you decide to tag along. Does that make any sense? What is the point of that? What kind of life is that? Who wants that? Okay, so the door is open to go be like everyone else. But I can't imagine you really want that. God put you on this earth for a reason. I'm sure he has his personal plans that he has for you. Ways that he intends to use you to better the lives of other people and to glorify him even more. But that doesn't mean you should just be idle the whole time. Go do something. Go be somebody. You wanted to go make that TikTok about this thing that you're obsessed with? Go do it. You want to learn how to dance? Go do it. Oh, but I might get made fun of because of it. Okay. And then what happens? Is your life over now? Is there no point of living anymore? If the answer is yes, there's no point of living after that, evaluate yourself, bruh. Because you've been in your head way too long that you stopped living. Don't just live in your head. It's good to use your brain. It's good to think. It's good to plan. But action is important too. Y'all seen Death Note? Y'all know L? Near? Mellow? L was like the smartest dude in the whole show. And he was also proactive. He understood everything, or he was at least was able to deduce everything, but he wasn't afraid to get his feet wet as well. And then his two sons, Near and Mellow. Near was a genius, but he was a pussy. He didn't go out and do anything. He just sat in his room and just thought all day. And then Mellow, he was smart, but he was no genius. But he was proactive. If he wanted something, he was willing to go out and get it. Those two separately, they were just okay, right? They had one stat that was like maxed out for them, and that was it. But L had them both at a super high degree. And look at what he was able to accomplish. There needs to be a balance. With all things in life, there needs to be a balance. If there's not balance, something is going to overpower the other, which means it'll falter, and it won't be as good as you could have possibly made it. Be good across the board. Do everything you can to be the best you. Even if it's one step at a time, right? Just start with trying to get white teeth. You look in the mirror every day and you're like, this dude is ugly. Or this girl is ugly. What the hell am I even looking at right now? You're not going to become handsome or beautiful overnight. It won't just happen. You've got to start somewhere. Just start using a different toothpaste. Try it. Try using a different toothpaste to get white teeth. Give that a shot and see how far it takes you. Maybe then you start using different moisturizer for your face. Maybe you start washing your face before you go to bed. Maybe in the shower you take cold showers now. You don't take hot showers. Try these things out, but just one step at a time. Just go for it. Start now. If you keep waiting for the perfect scenario, it will never come. It's not real. So just go and do it. You don't lose anything. You might even have some regrets by trying things, but ultimately, if you just keep moving forward, they won't mean anything. Literally everyone has regrets in their life. Does that mean they just stop living? That they're like, oh, I had this amount of regrets, or this thing I did was so cringy, so I can't go on anymore. What? What are you talking about? Obviously not. You just keep on living. As long as you still have breath in your body, just keep going. I saw a video the other day that was talking about when you backslide in your journey with Christ, you're doing good. Lust has not been controlling you. You've been making Christ your center. Being the best Christian that you can possibly be. And then, bam, you sin. You sin again when you promised God that you wouldn't do this again, ever. You somehow still manage to do it. You let Satan win. What do you think happens? Do you think God just hates you and now from that point on it's over for you? Obviously not. Obviously there's more for you, because you'd be dead otherwise. You'd have no other point of being on this earth. But you aren't dead. You're listening to this right now. You still have opportunity. Even if you die tomorrow, you have time today to get right. Get right with God, get right with yourself, get right with the people around you. There's unlimited opportunity. Opportunity is actually like air. It's all around you, but it's just invisible. You just can't physically see it. But it's always there. So go and do something with it. Don't waste your life. Go be somebody. No one's going to do it for you. No one's even going to want you to be somebody, because they want you to be like them. They want you to be like everyone else. Be normal. Fit in. Don't listen to those people. Be you. Whoever you are, go be you. Are you living your life or are you living their life? You tell me. Because if you want to live their life, you can't even be mad if you live their life for decades and start to realize, wow, this is so unsatisfying. I'm not happy with my life. I'm not happy with myself, the choices that I've made. You can't even blame those people because you decided it. No one has control over you. You are the only person who has control over you. Do what you can. Make the most of it. Start today. Go do something with your life. Right now. No one is going to want you to be awesome. No one in your vicinity is probably going to really help you to be awesome. But you have to want it, and you have to go for it. This was episode 18 of the absolute greatest podcast in the entire world. I'm Jared Amir, and deuces. Go do something.